Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the laws of Kirchhoff laws. So in that we have two laws now, Kirchhoff current law, Kirchhoff voltage law. So first one is KCL, Kirchhoff current law. Current law means what? It deals with flow of current. It deals with flow of current. So, what is the statement of this Kirchhoff current law? The algebraic sum of currents at any particular node in the circuit is equals to 0. Algebraic sum of currents at any node in the circuit is 0. Okay. For example, this is a node, this is a node, these are the branches. Okay. These are the branches of that corresponding circuit. The current direction, for example, so this is the current direction, this is I1, this is I2, this is I3, this is I4, this is I5 and this is I6. So, we have 6 branch currents which are coming towards the node and coming or leaving out of the node, So, our assumption is that we can assume our own direction. Here the incoming current direction I can be considered as positive, the outgoing current direction from that node considered as negative. So, this assumption is your wish, whether it may be positive or negative is totally your wish. I am considering here the incoming current flow direction towards the node is positive and outgoing current direction is negative. Assume incoming current flow direction is towards the node as positive and outgoing current direction as negative. So, from this what is the statement? The algebraic sum of currents at any node in the circuit is 0. No? So, what are the incoming currents here? I1, I3, I4 and I6. These are the incoming currents towards the node and I2 and I5 are nothing but outgoing currents. So, but incoming current direction is nothing but positive. No? So, I1 place, because I am assuming positive direction for the incoming currents, I1, I2 is not and I3, next place I4 and place I6 and so completed. The incoming current directions are completed. Next, outgoing current directions as negative. So, what are the outgoing current directions? I5 and I2, that is you can consider it as negative, minus I2 minus I5, which is equals to what? 0, means at any node in the circuit is 0, should be equals to 0. From this I1 plus I3 plus I4 plus I6 is equals to I2 plus I5. So, I1 plus I3 plus I4 plus I6 equals to I2 plus I5. So, from this we can conclude one thing, that is the algebraic sum of incoming currents at a node is equals to the algebraic sum of outgoing currents at that particular node. So, this is the statement for Kirchhoff law. Another statement for Kirchhoff law. What is the first statement? The algebraic sum of currents at any node in the circuit is 0, and another statement is nothing but the algebraic sum of incoming currents at a node is equals to the algebraic sum of outgoing currents at that node. So, means it deals with law of conservation of charge. This law deals with law of conservation of charge, because it deals with flow of current, no, that is why law of conservation of charge. This is about KCL. For example, I am assuming incoming current direction is positive, outgoing is negative, no. If you assume incoming is negative, outgoing is positive, for example, we will take a look. So, from this negative means what? Positive direction is nothing but I 2 plus I 5. Outgoing current direction is positive I 2 and I 5, which is equal minus I 1 minus I 3 minus I 4 minus I 6 equals 0. That is equals to I 2 plus I 5 is equals to I 1 plus I 4. So, this and this 2 are same, no. So, there is no difference at all. We can assume our own direction, means again we are having what I 2 plus I 5 is equals to I 1 plus I 3 and something up to I 6, no. Here also we are going to get same I 2 plus I 5 is equals to something, means what? We can assume our own current direction, there is no problem at all. Now, we have to discuss one problem. So, this is the problem, we have to calculate the unknown currents. This is the given circuit. In that we have I 1, I 2, I 5, I 1, I 2 and I 5. We do not know the values of 1, 2, 3, 4, I 3, I 4, I 6 and I 7. So, from this figure, before solving the problem, we have to identify the number of nodes. Okay. So, this is node A, for example, this is node B, this is node C, this is node D. We have 4 nodes, and what is the incoming current? Total incoming current is nothing but from this source I 1 only, I 1, and then it can be split into what? I 1 is equals to I 2 and I 4, and then the outgoing current from this circuit is nothing but I 7, no, I 7, I 7. So, always current prefers a loop in the circuit. So, this is nothing but, forget about this whole, is nothing but simple loop, no. So, incoming current is I 1, outgoing current is I 7. So, we have to understand one point. So, here outgoing is I 1, incoming is I 7. So, obviously, I 1 is equals to I 7, no, simple loop like this, simple loop like this, I 1, I 1, I 1, I 7, I 1, I 1, I 1, I 7. So, in between this we have this complex circuit, that is the main. So, from this observation we have what? I 1 is equals to I 7, that is solution. From the circuit I 1 is equals to I 7, which is equals to what? Given I 1 is 10 amps, no. So, 10 amps. So, one value is there, I 1 is equals to I 7 equals to 10 amps, clear. So, next from this node at node A, at this node A, by Kirchhoff law, what is the incoming current and what are the outgoing currents? We have to write. What is the Kirchhoff law? The algebraic sum of currents at a node is equals to algebraic sum of currents leaving that node. Means at node A, I 1 is what? Incoming current, which is equals to I 2 and I 4 are nothing but outgoing currents. I 1 is equals to I 2 plus I 4. We know that I 1 is 10 amps and I 2 is 6 amps given. So, 10 is equals to 6 plus I 4. From this I 4 is equals to what? 4 amps. Clear? Next, at node B. At node B, what are the incoming currents? What are the outgoing currents? So, I 2 is nothing but incoming, I 3 and I 5 are nothing but outgoing. I2 is equals to I3 plus I5. You have to observe what are the incoming currents, what are the outgoing currents. Given I2 is nothing but 6, I3 we do not know, and I5 is given 4 amps. From this I3 is equals to what? 2 amps. Next, at node C. At this node, I5, I6 are incoming, I7 is outgoing. So, I5 plus I6 is equals to I7. What is the value of I5? I5 is nothing but 4 plus I6 we do not know, I7 is 10. So, from this I6 is equals to what? 6 amps. 6 amps. So, we have what? I3, I4 and I6, I7, right. We have 4. So, we have all values of current. Now, I want to change the current directions of some currents. Okay. We have to cross check the KCL. I want to change the directions of some currents. Okay. Previously, the direction is like this, no? Now, it is like this, and like this. Now, we have to cross check, can we get the same values of current by this circuit. As I said, the current direction is our assumption, no? We have to cross check that statement, we have to justify that statement. That is why I have to change this some current directions from the circuit. So, we have to cross check, can we get the same values of unknown currents from these modified circuits, we have to check. So, I am writing here I1 is equals to I7 equals to 10 amps and I3 is equals to what? 2 amps and I4 is equals to what? 4 amps and I6 equals to 6 amps. So, we have to cross check these currents. Listen. Again, whatever may be the circuit, the incoming current is what? I1, outgoing current is I7. No, obviously, at any case I1 is equals to I7 equals to 10 amps, clear. So, from this I7 is equals to 10 amps, satisfied. Next, at node A, I1 is incoming current and I4 is incoming current, I2 is outgoing current. This changes, no? Previously, we have what? I1 is equals to I2 plus I4, but in this case, I1 plus I4 equals to I2. I1 plus I4 is equals to I2. From this, given I1 is 10 amps and I2 is 6 amps. 10, I4 we do not know, 6, I2 given 6. So, I4 is equals to what? 6 minus 10, which is equals to I4 is equals to what? Minus 4 amps. Clear? Next, at node B, I2 is incoming current, I3 is incoming current and I5 is outgoing current. I2 plus I3 is equals to I5. That is it. So, given I2 6, I3 we do not know, I5 4 amps. I2 6, I3 and this is 4. I3 is equals to what? Minus 2 amps. Next, at node C, I5 is incoming and I7, I6 are outgoing. I5 is incoming, I6 plus I7 are outgoing, given I5 is 4 amps, I6 is we do not know and I7 we got 10. So, I6 equals to what, amma? Minus 6 amps. So, we have all values of current, no? I7, I3, I4, I6. Then we have to compare this values with previously occurred values. So, I7 is 10 amps, I7 is 10 amps, satisfied. I3 is previously we have 2 amps, here we have minus 2 amps, minus 2 amps. I4 is previously we have 4 amps, in this minus 4 amps. I6 is 6 amps, previously 6 amps, presently we have 6 minus. So, there is no problem regarding with this negative what sign, because this represents what, the direction of current only. It is not about the magnitude. You have to check the magnitude of current. In your exam, for example, if you got the negative value of the current, for example, I10 is equals to minus 10 amps. So, no bother about this sign, means it represents direction of current only, You have to cross check this magnitude. Can I get the same value of magnitude? Previously I4 is 4 amps only, here I4 is minus 4, no problem, this is absolutely correct. This represents what, the direction is reverses, that is the meaning. It represents what, only direction of that particular current. So, the conclusion is what, the assumed directions of unknown currents are arbitrary and any direction can be taken, means our the direction is our own assumption, there is no particular assumption for that current flow direction. So, thus it is clear that the assumed signs of unknown currents could not influence the final magnitude and direction of current, that is the meaning. So, we are getting negative as well as positive currents, there is no problem with that negative value of currents, we have to cross check the magnitude of current only, that is the point. You have to cross check the magnitude of this respective currents, forget about that sign which represents what, direction of the current only.